That part right there sounded very punk rock to me. So I really love that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Dastardly Hamster, where we try to convert each other into fans of our favorite bands. So, Liam, you liked the last Tool song that I played for you, which means that I get to play you a second Tool song. And if you like this one, which I know you will, that means I get to play you a third song by Tool.
So the last one was not actually anything what I was expecting. For most of it was pretty soft. We picked up at the end, but for most of it, I was going to say, oh, this actually doesn't sound like metal. So I'm wondering if this is going to follow a similar pattern. I'm also looking at the title, The Pot. What I think this is going to be about, because there's a punk song about this. What's that expression? The kettle calling the pot black?
Yes, that's exactly what it's about.
There's a punk song about this as well. So I'm like, that's what it's going to be about.
Very good, very good. Most people assume that it's a drug thing, and there are some people who do say that it's related to cannabis. It could be interpreted that way. Maybe the band has said that it was about that. I don't know for sure. But what really comes through in the lyrics is that it's about hypocrisy. Keep your eye out for euphemisms that relate to hypocrisy.
Who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out your head. I hold deep in muddy waters. You practically raised the dead.
Okay, so for first thing, that's a much different sounding voice than what I got in the last song. Is that the same singer?
It is.
It is. Interesting.
He's got somehow such a unique voice. You can always tell it's him, but he's got an incredible range.
We raised the dead. Rob the grave to snow the cradle and burn the evidence down. A soapbox house of cards and glass, so don't go tossing your stones around. You must have been
So I really liked that, how the guitars came in there. I don't know if that's the chorus, but it really picked up, and I thought that was great. What I actually wanted to say earlier, and now that I'm hearing it again, is that the bass is so good. So
Yeah.
there's a really strong focus on the bass, and then he's just singing over top of it, and there's nothing else playing. And I love that. I love when bands do that. Even though it's the pot calling the kettle black, it also has references to being high, so it almost has both references in there with pot.
Yeah, it is possible that it is about pot. I never really got out of it that said to me it has to be about that issue. To me, it always said hypocrisy.
You
right there sounded very punk rock to me. So I really love that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So who are you to wave your finger? Who are you to wave your fingers at me? You look heaven out your mind.
Okay, so far I really, really like this guitar work. This is the kind of thing that I hate to use this reference again. The guitar style is very propaganda-esque. It almost steals the show, right? But here's the cool part, is that it's not even doing anything like that outrageous. Like, it's not doing like a fast guitar solo or anything that like would be difficult to play, but the way they're playing and the power behind it, and when the guitars are coming in and when they're coming out, and how the drums are sort of playing off the guitar and how the bass is coming in and out, it's just like a perfect mesh of instrumentation. So I really do enjoy that. Okay, I have to give that a 5 out of 5. That was great.
Yes.
Wow. No, I really love that. So like I said, all the instrumentation was great, and then it had like those parts, and it happened again later, which I'm glad, but it did it differently. It had the vocals different. So remember the first time it did that part that I said sounded punk rock, but I'm like, the vocals are they're not fast enough here. But then the second time they did it, the vocals were faster. I'm like, damn, like this could be a punk song right now. So I really love those parts. But then like the other parts too, what I would describe as the more metal parts. I'm sure the people watching this are being like, it's all metal. Yeah, but just for me, like when I hear it, I'm like, okay, I could imagine like this punk band doing this part of this song. And that's probably credit to Tool, because it shows like how influential they were, not just within their own genre, but within other genres as well. Oh, last thing I want to say. This would be a great wrestling entrance music theme song.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
It has, because what you need in a wrestling entrance music is something that is very, like in the first few seconds, you can already identify it with the character. And this has that. It has a lot of character to it.
This is one of my two favorite Tool songs. I love this song. I think maybe one of their more accessible songs for new viewers. So I maybe this should have been the first song that I played for you, but at least it was the second. It's just got a funkiness to it, with the bass in there, and I love all the, you know, the metaphors or euphemisms or whatever that he's using, and it all rhymes and everything. And the singing is great, and the screaming is great, and the instruments are just so coordinated with each other. And there's so much going on and so much noise, but it's so coherent.
Right.
And artistic and unique and complex. Trying to figure out which beat or which part of the beat to bob to.
Yeah.
Even for someone like me who has heard these albums definitely hundreds of times, probably into the thousands, and I know every note, I know every beat, and when I'm trying to head bob performatively, I'm finding that even I am having trouble figuring out exactly which beat to go with. Even after all of these times, I still feel like I'm finding new stuff in the song. So I give this song also a 5 out of 5. Everything about it is incredible. There's so many transitions, and it's hectic but coherent. I just love this song. Well, that's it for us, Hamsters. Spin your wheels down to that subscribe button.
And give us a dastardly thumbs up.